Hi, this is Jason. Hope you're okay today. I just want to um, share a thought today, and that is I really do think that atheism is going around slandering Christianity. Um, for example, there's an atheist on YouTube called Aaron Ra, and he's been reported on a number of occasions, where he's clearly stated that Christianity has no evidence, and is not rooted in evidence, and it's just faith, blind faith. Now, it says in the Bible, give a reason for the faith that is in you. So we, as Christians, we are to give a reason for the faith. Ever since I learned about Christ 20 years ago, in the Christian books that I've read and in the churches that I've been to, never once was it ever stated that our faith was based purely on faith. There was all these books, and there's always the idea that our faith is rooted in evidence. And you can't believe in Christianity unless it's rooted in evidence, and that's evidence in Christ, that Christ is the Son of God, and there is evidence for that. Now, someone like Aaron Ra has gone around, and he's been on record a number of occasions where he's clearly stated that Christianity is about faith, it's not about reason, and I do believe that he and atheists are slandering Christianity, and that it's just not true and it's not right. One thinks, for example, of the Princeton School of Theologians. If you take, in the 19th century, you had, well, if you go earlier than that, you have people like Jonathan Edwards, America's greatest philosopher, was a man steeped in learning and would encourage evidence for the Christian faith. Dr. Alexander is Witherspoon, another person involved in Princeton Theological Seminary, was a person who was profoundly a great scholar and would encourage evidence for the Christian faith. And then you go on to Dr. Alexander, who wrote a book in the sort of early sort of 19th century, talking about evidences for the Christian faith. And then his sons, the Alexanders, did great work defending the Old Testament based on evidence. Then you had people like Charles Hodge, B.B. Warfield, A.H. Hodge, people who were eminently steeped in the importance of evidence for the Christian faith. You had Dr. Wilson, early Dr. Alice, in the early 20th century, giants in scholarship who emphasized the importance of evidence for the Christian faith. And then you look at people like Gresham Machen, people who went on to leave Princeton Theological Seminary and set up Westminster Theological Seminary, such as John Murray, Professor John Murray, etc. And so right through the history of Princeton, and when Westminster Theological Seminary was set up from Princeton Seminary, there's been a grand tradition just in that theological stream of the importance of evidence. So, you know, it's slanderous, it's totally slanderous of Aaron Ra, and totally ignorant of Christian theology when Aaron Ra and atheists slander Christianity, saying that Christianity hasn't got any evidence. So I would encourage you to read the Princeton theologians and to, they didn't get everything right, but they did honestly try to look at evidence, and it was key to them, and engage in really good scholarship. And I just feel that as atheist community is slandering the Christian faith on this issue, that Christianity is rooted in evidence. Thank you for listening. Take care. God bless.